Hey everyone, it's lesson number 4 here. Some more vocabulary. Well, yeah, opposites like hot, cold, positive, negative. Yeah, okay, all right. Now I got your attention here. Let's go here. So we get kind of mathematical here at the very beginning, and look at this. Look at this. Look. Oh, wait. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. So there's your negative sign there. So negative A and A are considered opposites. Okay, if they're the exact same person, in this type we're calling it A, but one's positive and one's negative, they're referred to as opposites. So 8 has an opposite. There's a positive 8, there's a negative 8. Negative 12 has an opposite. There's the negative 12, and then there's the positive 12 that's with it. So, yeah, that's kind of what they're doing here. And the big thing here is this. They are always going to be the same distance from 0 on a number line. Okay, that's always going to happen there as we're looking at them. So, let's see here. Here, they're asking us to locate the number 8 and its opposite. So, if we locate 8, hello. All right. And then we locate its opposite, which is negative 8. There we go. There we are. Okay, very nice, very nice. Explain how they're related to 0. All right, so here we go. This is what we're checking out on here. They are the same distance. All right, that's how they are related. So positive and negatives are related, all right, because they have the same distance from 0. Okay, so let's see here. Plot the opposites. So don't plot the original numbers, plot the opposites. So the opposite of 9 is a negative 9. So we're going to plot that guy right there. The opposite of negative 2 is a positive 2. So we're going to plot that one right there. The opposite of a 4 is a negative 4. So we're going to plot you right there. And the opposite of negative 7, it's a positive 7. So you get plotted right there. So again, plotting, remember, we're going on the number line itself. Numbers below, letters go above, the plotting goes on the actual line itself. Now, all right. So here we go. So write the integer that represents the opposite of each situation. Explain what 0 means in each situation. Okay, so 100 feet above sea level. So the opposite of above sea level. So if it's above, it's a positive. So the opposite of a positive 100 is a negative 100. And again, they're using the word integer because the word integer means a positive or a negative whole number. 0 in this case would mean that we are at sea level. We're not above it. We're not below it. We are at sea level there. Okay, 32 degrees below 0. So below 0 would mean that's a negative number. So the opposite of a negative is a positive. So there we go. 0 here represents 0 degrees. The old degree symbol, that looks kind of awkward there, so I'm going to write it out there. That looks a little bit better here. All right. And again, the whole what does 0 represents, listen, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, but I think it's worthwhile as it just kind of say it there. So if you're kind of like, what are they getting at? They're not getting at anything that's there. We just want to make sure we understand the context of the situation. So a withdrawal of $25. So if we're taking money out, that is a negative to our bank account. Now, again, I know we like it because we're like, yeah, cash in the hand, all right? But at the same time, that's not what we're looking at when we're looking at from what happens to your account. Withdrawals aren't good for your bank account. So the opposite of a negative 25 would be a 25. In this case, 0 represents having no money. All right, yeah, make that cash register ring, but in this case, 0 represents none at all that's there. All right. Let's see what else we can find. Good stuff here. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. On a number line, locate and label a credit of 15 and a debit for the same amount. Okay. So a credit. We do want to realize that when our account has been credited, that is a positive that's there. All right. Whereas a debit, all right, it's like the word debt, that is a negative because that means we owe money that's there. So, okay, so I got 15 and a negative 15. I'm going to choose my scale, all right? So I'm going to go 0, 5, 10, 15. 0, negative 5, negative 10, negative 15. So locate and label a credit of 15. So that's a positive, so that's this. Now, I do need to label it. So they didn't tell me what to use. Typically, they tell you a letter to use. So you could put a big old capital A next to it, and then so there we go. If you did want to write the word credit out there, that could get the job done as well. Debit, I'm going to call it point B because that's a negative that's there, and there we go. So again, in this case, 0 represents, all right, no money. You don't owe any money, all right. You don't have any money that's there. All those things we're looking at. So here we go. 20 degrees Celsius below 0 and 20 degrees Celsius above 0. So scale-wise, I'll count by tens just because of what they've given me here. If I put my 0 in the middle, so there's 10 and there's a 20, a negative 10, a negative 20. And again, the below 0, they didn't tell me what to use, so I'm going to call you A. So I'm going to put the point, and the letter goes above it. Above 0, I'm going to call you B. So we're going to put the B that's there, all right, and put the letter that's above it. All right, in this case, 0 represents, in this case, it would be 0 degrees Celsius. All right. Yeah, it looks awkward when we put the 0 with the degree symbol that's there. But yeah, and again, what they're asking here is, again, using the idea of these positives and these negatives that we are dealing with. So, all right, that's all we got for you there. Again, opposites, all right, keep that in mind there. Sounds like a fun game to play with early childhood education that's there, all right. But, yeah, we'll get you guys out of here, all right. It's lunchtime.